Hustle hard in the morning light, shots are ticking through the night. Moji's got that golden sight, making profits left and right. Candlesticks, the dance we know, green and red like disco flow. Trading all day, don't let go, cash that wave and let it show. Success is calling, don't be late. With Moji we calibrate, stack that cash like we've got faith. In the market we'll create, buy low, sell high, that's the creed. Day by day we feel the need, victory is guaranteed when you follow Moji's lead. Tick tock on the trading clock, price jumps higher, don't be shocked. Moji rolling round the block, riches knocking, this is rock. Success is calling, don't be late. With Moji we calibrate, stack that cash like we've got faith. In the market we'll create, buy low, sell high, that's the creed. Day by day we feel the need, victory is guaranteed when you follow Moji's lead.
Hello, hello, and good morning. Welcome to the most boring trading live stream on the internet. As always, discipline pays. So, welcome to the live. Right now, I just want to do a little recap of yesterday's market. So, let's just pop over here to yesterday. I'm going to go a little bit of a higher time frame. I'm going to go with the 3 minute. And I'm going to pop over to yesterday. It's 9:30. And let's go check out how yesterday went. So, this is, I just put a horizontal line here just so you guys can see. And there, that's well fine. All right, so this was yesterday's market in all its glory. And this was the time frame between here and about here where I was on the charts. You can see not a lot happened in that time frame. Not a lot happened at all. We had yellow TPOs for the majority of that time frame. You can see price kind of was stuck in this area here. It tried to break out, but you had a fake out, and then For the rest of the day, it kind of stayed, to be honest, in that range. If you could just follow me here, it just stayed in that range until what, 4 o'clock, and then in the afternoon it exploded. Let me just make sure I got the right date, man. Today's Thursday, yeah, yeah. So you can see on a 3 minute chart there. You can see in a 3 minute chart, not a lot happened during yesterday's mark yesterday's trading time, right? Because I'm not here to sit here all day. I'm here to catch good trades within my time frame, and if it doesn't work, I go to the next day. And that's about it. I mean, you can like how more boring can this be, bro? Like it's literally nothing really happened. Might have had a nice little, stressful long if you wanted for 50 points, but the way price action was moving, it was chopping like this, up and down, up and down, up and down. So I don't like to trade that way, so I don't do it. Now let's go back to today. Today, all right. So right now, where are we right now? Let's look at the big three. The big three is the algo dashboard, which is this one here. Looking at session control, bullish. Okay. What does the statement say? Bullish. So we got matchers here. Guess what? We got this stupid yellow TPOs again, meaning price is just chopping along here. So does this mean I'm gonna go long today? No, not at all. Because this is for the session, right? Right now, this is the end of London session, the beginning of New York. Not doesn't mean London closed, meaning the start of New York is coming up. Hold on, this is loud, bro. Hold on a second. I don't want to crush your guys' ears. So, look, we got 10. Well, no, we got 2 minutes left, right? Let me take off my glasses. Okay, we got 2 minutes left to open. Let's see what people want to do. My game plan for today is look at the big three and then see if there's. I look at the big three so I can see if there is a direction opportunity and high probability. If I don't see those two things based on what I see on that, you know what? This is going to be a short live again. This first week of September for me, has proven to be very, very boring because of what I see on the chart. I can give two craps about what signals or everything. I don't take trades for the sake of taking trades anymore. I'll leave that to uh, to my main traders out there, like the two awesome traders that run this Discord down here. They run the live calls. Cloud in DC, they run it every day. They're on it right now. So if you want live signals, you can come here to see the process, to see what direction based on my plan. You can go there to see, hey, you know what? Here's a good signal to enter in. Remember, not financial advice, but if you're learning to trade, know how to trade, maybe you find a little new nugget, this is the Discord to check out. I think I put the link in the bio. Yeah, so I'm calling this the most boring trading stream ever. Ever. The number one most boring trading stream on YouTube. What makes it boring? Simple. Very simple. If it don't match, it don't trade. Done. Easy rules. Very simple rules. Don't like it, don't trade it. Go on to do something else. Go on your phone, do some work, get a job. I don't care. Do whatever you want to do. And we are open. And let's see. Make sure this is working. Everything is working. What we're working with right now. Okay, so at open, still bullish, still TPO. Let's give it 5 minutes. Right? Let's give it 5 minutes. No need to rush. Let me see if there's news today while we're waiting. There's one thing about the trading game, man. It's waiting. It's just a bunch of waiting around. Let's see. Let's check this out. Let's see. All right. All right. Let's see if we can actually get. Let's see if we can get these TPOs to turn off so we can actually start looking for long entries. Let's see. Let's see. I guarantee you, if you're in the Discord right now, you caught some trades. I guarantee it. Somebody might have called out a trade. There we go. See, look. All right. Come on, Bulls. Do something today. Maybe. So far, TPO is still yellow. We got a bullish session control, bullish statement. So that's the good news, right? So right now, if this stays this way till about 9:35, then I can say, okay, I can look. I am open to look for longs, understanding though that it's gonna be a little back and forth. Let me check out my DOM just to see how it's looking. And I want to see how price action is looking on the DOM. Yeah, it's a little like yeah, but okay, we got a buy signal here. Let's see, should we small? Let's see now. Let's see. Yeah, this is a good opportunity for a long because we got a match, and I like where we are. It's still early. Give it a little second. It's looking like on the 3-minute. Anything here? Okay. Okay. All right. There we go. This is a good opportunity for a long. Going in long. Let's see. Let's see if I'm too early or not. Okay, in this long. Might be a little early because we're up against this level. Yeah, that was a little too early. That's good. All right. So just gotta wait it out a little bit. Give it a little more time. All right, 5 minutes out. One more minute. Come on. Oh, that's why. Hold on. That's why this one's off. Dang it. Get back up there. Yeah, that's why. Okay. See if I can catch this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, bullish. Yeah, bullish, bullish. TPO's off. Okay, so now I can look for a long entry. I tried one on a eval. I got my TP1, but it did not. It was too early. It was just too early in the session. And let that push down a little bit. See if we get an entry. Okay. All right. So here's some good news. Good news is TPOs are off yellow. Good news is we have session control bullish at the moment. Dashboard 2 bullish statement. That opens me up now to look for um, a buy entry. Now I just have to wait for my entry point. Now I can focus in on this trigger chart. So because now I have session control bullish. This is bullish. This I ignore until something changes. So I have to allow all this volume and everything to push it to where it's going to settle before I look to enter long again. TPOs are going back to yellow. All right, now we wait again. This might be a good spot to go for a long here, but I don't like what volume says. TPOs are back to yellow. Not surprised. Moving. Hey boy. So, it was exciting for like 2 minutes, and now we're just back to watching again. So, directionally, I have my direction. Now I just gotta wait for price action to agree. Price is pushing down right now. All right. Well, so while I wait, so what, let's talk about what am I seeing? Why am I waiting? Again, I look at my dashboards. Okay, they're saying one thing, price action is doing another thing. That means uh, I have to be careful today. Let me see. What did it? Guess. Oh, yeah. What is that? Oh, it's 56. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. All right. Well, again, I tried along here when this turned off actually, but that was basically the end of the push. Then it came back. Can't do anything about that. Now, let's just see, get all this bearish volume out of the way. See if we want to, um, you know, tire out these bears so the bulls can come in and try to get above the 560s. We have yet to. London only got up to 535. Yeah, so not much going on now. So let's get everything set. So this is the time I told you it's pretty boring. So now you can check emails. You can get ready for any meetings, anything like that, because the open was really uneventful. Yeah, so this is a process. Let me just talk about it a little bit. This is a process I developed taking a break from YouTube because I was crashing and burning on YouTube, man. Um, because I got caught in the hype of um, trying to make all the points, you know, and it wasn't working. I developed bad habits. And in those bad habits, I lost accounts and all that stuff. So when I took the time off, I just reset, recalibrated, picked up a new skill. And this is a very boring approach. I get it, but this is a very disciplined approach. And with this disciplined approach, I was able to secure 2 payouts in a row. So there's no need for me to change right now. All right, let's see. Are we getting a little bullish push now? Is it good enough to take a swing at it? No, it was not. TPOs are still yellow. I think that's the hardest thing to get disciplined on is when I see this yellow TPO. Everything else can look good, but this TPO is not yellow. Well, why is it for me, right? Well, it affects how, for me, this is what I see. This is my opinion. When I see that as yellow, it affects how price moves on the DOM. So, like if you're looking for a certain amount of points, and you look at the TPO and how price moves over time, you will see that you'll get those like pulses, right? You'll get the pulse and then it'll come back, pulse and come back. And then when it's not yellow, the pulse will be longer. It'll be almost like, let's say instead of 1 second up, 1 second down, it'll be 4 seconds up, 2 seconds down, or the other way, depending on if it's bearish or bullish. But when I see it like this, where it's pulsing up 7 points, coming back down 13, pulsing up 6, and back down 50, then you're stopped. Okay, hold on. Let's see a signal here. Okay. Hit on it. Yeah, I don't like the yellow TPO. I got a good signal for a long, but for my contract size, I just don't like. I don't like how it's pulsing. Because this is a type of movement that is a profit killer, man. It's an absolute profit killer. Look at it, you see? It gave the signal and then it just shot literally below where the signal was, so that would have stopped you out. It looks like we're gonna have a choppy day today. Ooh, yeah. Gonna be a chop city today. Yeah, all right. It's gonna be a little chop city today, so need nothing to do right now. Need nothing to do right now. I need to wait for the TPOs to really, you know, turn off or help confirm a direction. Oh, look at that. We just got a flip. All right. This is actually a very good lesson here. I'm going to use my writing tool. So now I told you, right? This one here is important. The session control. It was bullish from open until now, and it just flipped bearish. Then you see this statement here is bullish, right? And from the 426 to the whatever. In this area, I'll draw a little box. 372 to here, right? Roughly here, right? So, what does all this stuff mean? That means mixed, chop. So remember I was talking about the pulses? You'll get like a 4 second pulse up and then two. This is not the day for it. This is a day where if you're looking at your DOM, I'm gonna actually, let me show you the DOM so you can see what I'm talking about. Let me just show you I'm gonna show you my Trade of 8 DOM. Right there. Hold on a second. Let's move this over. There. I just want you to see the DOM. Yeah. All right. If you look at how the DOM's moving. See that? You see the pulses? This is exactly what I'm talking about. With the yellow TPO, this is what I'm talking about. So if you're in a trade like this, you're gonna be stressed. If you're like me, you're gonna be stressed seeing that. You're gonna see profits go up, profits come down, profits go up, profits come down. For me, this ain't worth it. It ain't worth trading it when it's moving like that. I don't care if if you know the direction or you're making the direction, it doesn't matter to me. When I see that, um, no way. So right now, that just tells me there's no trading. This might be a no trade day. So I'm gonna wait till 10 o'clock, right? Wait till a new 4 hour, which is this. Once I get a new 4 hour, which is a new zones here, I'm gonna get a new 4 hour. Hold on, I don't want to put that line there. Once a new 4 hour comes up, I will know within 10 minutes if I'm trading today or not. I already tried one because they were matching earlier, but I told you it was too early because I like, between the 9:35, 9:45 is it's a good zone to kind of see. So I took a trade on the eval account because I just knew I was a little too early. And if you notice on my funded account, I haven't taken one trade yet because all I've seen is these yellow TPOs since I've gotten on the screen. So now I wait again. There's no point in taking a short. There's no point in taking a long right now. Now, if you're a scalper, you may see setups here, right? I'm not saying for everybody, right? What you're seeing is my personal process. If it fits your trading style, great. If it doesn't, great. We have more trading styles in this Discord here. Scalping, you can learn here. Like holding for 100 points, you can learn right there. Even seeing all these signals with the TPOs, how to trade with TPOs yellow, there's traders who can use it in here too. So you're just looking at, this is a preview of how I use my process to trade that has given me 2 payouts in a row and has caused me to be even more disciplined than ever before, which why I say this is the most boring live trading stream in the world, because this is how I trade to get payouts. And why do I trade to get payouts? It's very simple. It's to travel, right? I travel, and then I also use some to put into some other accounts to grow portfolios. That's it. That's the only reason why I trade. Those 2 reasons: to travel and to build a side portfolio. I like prop firms because they're just a nice way to get into trading. You don't have to. The ROI on prop firms are actually, when you get better at it, they're actually worth it, because you can, based on how much you pay to get in, and you get your first payout. The ROI can be like, you can just essentially 2 or 3 extra money. Again, it depends how you trade, what you see, etc. All right, let's see. We got 4 minutes till a new 4 hour forecaster comes up, you see now price is starting to match the session control. TPOs are still yellow. That just means with the I told you I showed you with the dom, it's gonna just top like that in the direction of the session control until it flips. I know I said before is like hey, I'm looking long right now because that flipped. I'm not looking for anything right now because I'm getting mixed signals. If you needed to trade, if you had to trade because your life depended on it, if you have these indicators, what I would suggest is right now you know, you look at the session control because that's the most immediate, right? But for me, this is just to sit and BS until 10:15 to see if anything really comes out. If not, you know what? I save money. That's it, man. That's all it is. Saving money. If I can stack up a lot of days of saving money, that means the days I would need to like be quote unquote green can be less. Think about that. You don't need 5, 6, 7, 8, 30 green days in a month. What if you only needed 4? Because you're saving money the other 20, no, the other 16 days. We've all had those days where you just hit that long trade, right amount of contracts, and it made your month. But what you do, you went back the next day and half of it you gave back to the market. Oh, that's another rule I made. When I hit a like 100 pointer or something, I don't trade the next day. I will not. And on this live, I will say, like, it'll be a 5-minute live. Hey, I hit 100 points yesterday. I'm not trading today. Or if I hit a 50 point here, I'm not going back in. I'm like literally, I'm done. 50, 20, 30. 'Cause I'm a believer, the more exposure you put yourself into the market, the more risk you're putting. The probability goes to the market rather than to you. All right, so I got another 15 minutes. 15 minutes, and then I'm closing out the charts. So we got a new 4 hour. You see the new boxes come in. And now even my trigger candle setup is showing me indecision, which is the yellow. Let's see. Volume wise, it looks like it wants to push down. Dom wise, it's just stuck at this price. TPOs are yellow. All right, we got a mixed sloppy day. 14 minutes. 14 minutes. Giving this market to show me something. If not, you know, I go on to something else. Yeah, let's see what's going to happen this morning. Just looking at emails. That's disgusting. So you see those yellow candles there? What is that telling me? That's telling me like it's garbage, garbage. See, but price is moving. It's like I want to please understand. Price is still moving, right? And if you're a different trader than I am, you will see opportunities, and you can, if it's in your um, trading style, you capitalize on those opportunities left and right. This is why I say, check out the Discord live because there's other traders there who have um, different ways of viewing it, right? You're just seeing through a scope of how I see it, my process. I mean, people have used all these indicators, tools, and markets and education and developed their own winning strategy. You're just taking a sneak peek into mine. Right. All right, all right, all right. Okay, we got a sell signal. Looking like price wants to push down. Everything's still yellow. So if it does push down, it's gonna chop down. Oh, TPOs turning off. CPOs are now off. Let's see if let's see. See if anything wants to change. Let's see. All right, so TPOs have now turned red. So that matches the session control. So that means to me that I can look for shorts. However, it's not going to be a smooth trade. So I have to keep that in mind. Okay, this will be the test. Mm, That's interesting. I'm just looking for a setup, and I don't see one just yet. Yeah, 4 minutes. 1 minute. See if a setup happens. If no setup happens, then I gotta let this day go. Oh, see this? This is interesting. So remember, this is the line that I drew. It's actually at 428, so it's here. Look at how it came right to this area, tapped it, and now it's trying to push up. That's that bullish area. So this might be a no trade day. Hey, bulls are really stepping in. Stepped in hard. Let's see. All right. Got a little recap. We got the bullish statement and bearish session control. For right now, bearish TPOs. Indecision on triggers. Flipping back to bearish. TPOs turning on. Look at this. See, when I hear myself do that, this is this, this is that, this is the other, this is the other, this, that means I got 1 minute. All right. You know what? Screw it. I'm not trading today. I'll sell for the day. Now, put that up. That up. So no trades on the funded account. I don't like how price action is right now. I don't like having the mixed dashboards and TPOs turning on and off so many times in a session. There you go, price is dumping. Let price dump. So I didn't take any funded account trades because I didn't like it. Now that doesn't mean I didn't take any eval trades because I have to test. I have to test this process whenever I can because um, price action changes during different months and different times of the year, right? So, y- I did take a short right when that went from green to red because I was with the session control on the eval, not on funded. I did not put my money at risk on the funded because it was just too because it can clip here and then shoot right back up. It's not worth it. It's not worth the stress for a funded account. An eval account, it's worth to see, okay, what actually happened. Is, how is price actually moving on this? Is it following the session control? Is it not? These are all things I note down. So when I go back and look, I can say, okay, it took longer. How did I feel when seeing this? Um, and to be honest, I didn't feel confident enough to put it on a funded trade. So I did it on eval. I let this one run today. Now, how can you combat that, right? If you just lower your risk, if you want to switch to a lower contract because you don't feel comfortable, you can do that. But for me, um, I rather I'd rather my chart tell me something clean than mixed, to be honest. You see how it's dancing inside that box? So here you can point, right? You see how it's dancing here? A little education here. See how it's dancing inside this bullish statement? Um, the probability is if this doesn't flip, the probability is we can see this push out of this area, which would, by the way, would be a good trade because it's considered cheap here. It can push out of here and float up, and that would kind of change what's happening up there, or turn it back to yellow again. So this is what I'm saying about, and I'm not beat for the stress, man. Like I'm not gonna get stressed out over some price action that is mixed, and I can see it clear as day. You have bearish, short term bearish in this session. You have a bullish statement, so the short to go all the way, whatever. And not probable. Most likely it'll get to this box, which it did. So you take your points when you can. Um, and you have right now a red TPO, but look, this is for educational purposes only. Look at how from open, choppy, 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 relief, it broke up, choppy, 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 relief, it broke down. Then, okay, like, okay, yes, it's gonna keep going down, but what happened? Relief, and it popped right back up. Went back, and popped back down. So that's just telling me, right, that I'm not trading today. So I am 1 for 2 on the eval today. 1 positive trade, 2 lost trades, and I am green. I would say just barely about in the $50 range on the eval. When it's that difficult for me, I X out my charts, right? Nothing else for me to do today. So with that, so I did the recap, just with that, I'm just gonna wrap up right now. So what worked? The yellow TPO saved us money on our funded accounts. We took chances on an eval account because it was yellow TPO. Figured out, okay, it wasn't really flying to the 20 points I like to hit. Okay, I noted that down. Then we saw it was yellow relief, back to yellow. You see how price barely moved. If people were trading here, just be careful, because this is to me where your profits get eaten up right there. See how there's a little relief, and in that relief we had a push down right to this statement area, push back up. You saw a little relief, and then look what happened. It came back, it pushed down deeper into that area, and look what happened again. Push right back up. What do you think is going to happen in about 10 minutes? It's probably going to push back down again and then push back up. So this will probably be an area that will eat up profits until something flips. But guess what? I'm done for the day. And this is your only place, the only chance you get to see this is on YouTube. So if you're not watching this, good luck. You trade the way you trade. If you like this, you want to use this process, just tune in. Tune in just to watch this. I don't care if you have access to it or not. If you look at it, just hear how I'm explaining it. It can help you kind of with your probabilities in the market. So with that, today was a no trade day on the lot funded. I did trade on the eval, just so I can forward test some things. I was 1 for 2 on that. The one winner totally wiped out the 2 losers, which is, you know, a sign to me that one is just too choppy really to trade. Um, so with that, I'll see everybody tomorrow. You can catch this on a replay anytime on YouTube. And, thank you. Thank you for watching. And keep a lookout for other videos, other content. And always remember, discipline pays. Take care, everybody. Bye.